Hello guys, I'm going to talk about my latest acquisition, this 3-lever First Quality Eagle padlock. First Quality is a brand that Eagle produced. I don't know the exact years that this particular type of lock was in production, but the First Quality padlocks are what I call my challenge locks. And the reason why is because these multi-lever padlocks, usually they're 3, possibly 4-lever on the larger ones. This one is a 3-lever, as it turns out, have very good tolerances. That means that everything has to be lined up just right for this lock to open. And I was able to open this lock using something I've found very helpful, using these Chinese Z-bars. Now I'll tell you guys, these are very good torque tools to really torque the bolt while picking. But you got to be careful because you're going to mar up the bottom, as I did a little bit here, but it's so negligible. I think if I was doing this for a client, I would put a protective shroud in there to prevent that marring. Nonetheless, I'm going to talk about something else. I did not use a conventional Peterson pick to pick this lock. I actually used this little .051 homemade Z-bar. And I was able to use this because I found another trick that I've used on other types of padlocks where tolerances are so good. I said, man, that would be really nice if I can somehow make levers just freeze in place, meaning take away the spring action. So what I discovered was there's a significant amount of space between the top lock body cover and the first top lever tumbler, just enough to pry a kind of a U-bar, if you will, the way this shape is. And this thing sticks out maybe a little bit less than a centimeter into the lock. And I wedge that thing in there. And what that does is it creates enough friction on the entire lever stack. And then I in turn go and put this thing in place, and I'm able to manipulate each particular lever tumbler, similar to how the British pick their lever tumbler locks, kind of like at the 12 o'clock position, but I just did it manually. And this is the best method. So I put torque on this Z-bar and elevated each lever tumbler using this Z-bar and left this thing in position, and yeah, I got it open. And I don't know if you can see it, but if I turn this thing around, there are, now not enough light, there are 3 lever tumblers, and then there is a very, very thin warding plate on these locks, which makes it a little bit more difficult to pick. So when I make a key for this lock, I'm going to have to make a ward cut on the actual key itself, and that makes this a little bit more challenging. But yeah, great lock, and I hope you find this extra little technique for wedging the entire lever stack helpful, because it really helps out.